Rub-a-dub-dub, what's in the tub, what's going on, my subscribers? Ace here, and I am here with another Showdown Live. What's poppin', everybody? So we're using a Mega Galaden Bandit Scizor team. I thought it would be a lot of fun. I found like a team that I thought was cool with this, like with a similar conjunction, but then I just made like a whole bunch of changes to it. Because usually like when I see people's teams that I usually like kind of look at them and I'm like, hey, I like this team, but like there's small things I want to change. So I think this had like a Zapdos before, and then I changed it to a Raikou. And it was like Mega Scizor, and then I just popped like a Late on here because like I was like, I'm not trying to deal with Chansey Stall, because that's all we've been facing for the longest time. But now we're in a battle against Mega Gyarados. Yeah, I like the Nihilego. You guys know how I like the Nihilego, like Scarfed Nihilego, which is probably what the case is here. Actually, no, he wouldn't be Scarf Lottie. It's actually Mega Manectric. So is he just Supersonic Sky Strike? Oh, I respect it. Okay. Most likely he's going to lead off with his Donphan or Lottie, which both lose and lead to my Tapu Fini, so that's perfectly fine by me. I'll just Moonblast here. Even if he swaps in one of these two, that's fine by me. Moonblast is damage, and that's all I need. Actually, wait. Do I just Surf here? Because it hits like everything, and like he can't drop a Draco on me. Like the worst he can do is Psyshock here. So he's definitely going to swap out, most likely into the Nihilego. Ooh. Why did he eat that so well? Ew, he ate that really well. I think hard swap into he definitely has the HP Fire, but I'm gonna go into Scizor here. Just Thunderbolts. Okay, that's fair. I think that a Banded Bullet Punch is still gonna hurt everything, but he's probably expecting that, so I'm just gonna U-turn out here as he goes into Gyarados. Yep. Predictable. Let me in this Raikou, you know what I'm saying? We're going to Shadow Ball here, as he's probably going to bring in the Manectric to get that nice Volt Absorb here. And if he doesn't, then if he tries to do something crazy, well, he's definitely not Mega Gyarados, because he has Manectric, and regular Manectric doesn't do as well as Mega Manectric. Like, there's no reason to bring this when you can have, like, regular Gyarados, which is actually extremely viable. He just Volt Switches out here. Okay, that's fine. Something's taking a Shadow Ball, which I don't mind popping the Sturdy on the Donphan if he swaps that in. Latias obviously takes a decent amount of damage from a Wise Glasses. This is actually Wise Glasses Raikou as well. The way he brought this in, I'm suspecting that it's probably a Scarf variant, most likely. So I'm just gonna bring a Heat Train in. He actually Sludge Waves. Huh. Interesting. I see no reason why I can't just sub here. Like, I honestly see no reason why I cannot sub here. Because if he's running T-Bolt Sludge Wave, he's most likely running HP Fire as well for things like Scizor and or Skarmory, Ferrothorn as well. So like he's most likely not running HP Ground. He'll probably have Ancient Power as well, or actually Power Gem, whatever the rock move is. Is it Power Gem? I'm pretty sure it's Power Gem that you run on these. It is Power Gem. Okay, that's what I thought. If I was my opponent here, he doesn't know what variant I am, so I think his best swap in would just be thinking, what's my best swap in to a Magma Storm, which probably is Latias, which I did not mind. He probably also has a Surf. I'm just gonna put up a Toxic on this thing, because like, why not? And most likely he's gonna Surf here because he doesn't want me behind a sub, in case I'm some kind of weird like setup set, which I don't think actually Heat Train gets any setup, but it's all good. Because it's always bad when your opponent sets up a sub, to be honest. I'm just going to pop a Toxic here and get something Toxic. Actually Psyshocks, which isn't going to break my sub. We'll get the Toxic off, and now we can actually go for Magma Storm's here as well, which is really nice. I dig it. And I felt pretty safe going for the Toxic there and not having him swap into the Nihilego, because he swapped out with the Nihilego, so most likely he didn't suspect that I had that. And knowing how much that the Psyshock does, I can just Magma Storm again here. He actually has the Surf. Okay, interesting. He didn't want to reveal it until he thought that I might not suspect it. I like that play. I thought he was actually just Psyshock, Draco Meteor, Defog. Huh. He does pack the Surf, which is smart. I mean, like, they have to pack the Surf forward the Heatran's most likely. Tapu Fini, it's 100% my swap-in, because we've seen his moveset. Now we know he's Draco Meteor, Defog, Surf, and Psyshock. And I feel no reason not to just go for a Surf here. If he wants to swap in that Nihilego again, that's perfectly fine by me. He'll just take some damage here. He's actually going to Healing Wish. He's going to Healing Wish into his Nihilego. Is that his option? Actually, into the Manectric. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Alright. I respect it. This mon actually gives me a lot of trouble, to be honest. And that's unfortunate. Manectric basically beats 3 of his last 5 Pokemon, which really means I need to save it. Like, this is obviously my swap-in, but it's my main counter against the Nihilego. But it's only at 35 HP, and you can't Healing Wish into that. I'm gonna go into Landorus to prevent the Volt Switch out, or the Thunderbolt at the same time. He's obviously gonna HP Ice here, but he won't kill me. And I'll just get off the Earthquake here. If he wants to swap hard into a Celesteal, that's fine by me. Yeah, he won't kill me with this, and I'll 100% kill him with an Earthquake. We're actually 8 special defense, which actually prevents us from being knocked out specifically by that. And HP Ice from a Manectric max special attack. Timid, actually, but not modest. This is an Ice Shard coming my way. I tell you people today. Yeah. Like, you don't bring it in there and Stealth Rock, because then that gives me an opportunity to get my own rocks up. We're gonna hit this boy up with a Taunt. Because he's gonna stay in because he knows he has a Sturdy. And he's just gonna get up his rocks. So that's fine by me. He actually goes for the knockoff. Interesting. Okay. I guess to get the leftovers recovery off of me, that's fine. Because you're not banded. You're sturdy, most likely leftovers, right? Earthquake. He's actually not even leftovers. What are you? What are you, actually? It's an interesting little thing there. Alright. So he just goes down to my Surf there. Like, what would you run on that? If you're not leftovers, what do you like? Muscle Band? I don't know. That's weird. Because, like, the whole reason for putting leftovers on Dunfan is so that if you come in on rocks, you can recover back up to your Sturdy. Weird. 100% out of 100%. Actually, wait. Is my swap in to bring in that? No. Let's bring in Landorus here for a free swap. Because if he does Power Gem, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Because now we get the pressure with Scizor here. We just 100% Bullet Punch because it's damage on anything, realistically. But we pressure this Nihilego out, and every time that Nihilego's out, Scizor comes in and just hits him up with a Bullet Punch. So we'll know that for the future. Most likely he's going to Supersonic Sky Strike here, which is a little unfortunate for me. I'm just going to bring out Tapu Fini because it doesn't really match up well against the remaining 2 other than this. So that's fine by me. Most likely he wouldn't DD because it doesn't make sense. Right here I see him Supersonic Sky Striking. Jesus Christ, can I speak today? Okay, he actually DDs. Interesting. I will just Moonblast then. Because I'm pretty sure Raiku's still faster than you anyway. Bounce. What the? So he is Supersonic Sky Strike because he has the bounce. I actually believe I live this anyway. Even at +1 because he's not Mega Gyarados. I'm pretty sure I live, yeah. And we get him down. Nice range. Alright. How much did that Bullet Punch do before? 22%? Yeah, so now he's 100% in range of Bullet Punch anyway from Banded Scizor. So that's perfect. I'll just do this again. Okay. So now we just bring this out. We Bullet Punch 100% because even if it brings in the Celesteela, we have the direct swap in probably Heatran there. And then if he does something with that, then we can just bring Raikou out and Thunderbolt. So we know that that kills 100% because it did 22% before. And that was when we were intimidated on it swapping in, so we knew that was going to kill 100%. Alright, so we just bring in Heatran here. No reason to fret. And then we can just pop up a Magnastorm. If he Elite Seeds here, I'm still going to pop up a Magnastorm anyway because I'm pretty sure I'm still faster than this thing. Let's see. How much speed am I running on this thing? Oh, we'll see in a second. Actually, just Earthquake's hard out. Okay. That's fine because it just lets me bring out my Raikou here and get the pressure off on you with the Thunderbolt. And Nihilego's at 35%, so I really don't think you want to risk that because you're not killing Raikou right off the bat anyway. I 100% outspeed you, so that's fine. Okay. And now Mega Gallade comes in and just pops up a close combat, and then we win the game with Banded Swazor with Bullet Punch anyway. Because if he brings in the Nihilego here, it dies. Straight up to close combat. And then this die, like, yeah, so either way, like, we win with Banded Swazor regardless. Or Mega Gallade. Okay, so he's going to protect here. That's perfectly fine, doesn't really matter because this close combat is 100% going to kill anyway. The Mega Gallade's a fucking savage. Watch this damage. Who? Come on. Come here, boy. Combo Millie. Hey, alright. And that's the damage right there. Now, the only way I can see... No, wait, he can't win anymore because Bullet Punch is priority. I was going to say if he could outspeed Scizor, so like if his fastest stat was speed. But no, he can't. So that's fine. GG, my friend. Who? And Sludge Wave doesn't kill anyway, so that's fine. Nice special defense. Even with the special defense lowered, Mega Gallade has nice special defense. Very nice. Okay. So let's get into another one real quick. It shouldn't take real long. It's been pretty quick on the ladder today. There we go. So let's see here. Ooh, okay. So we have like Chansey, Clefable, like stall offense. So like what? This team is kind of yucky, like completely yucky, and I really don't like this mon in particular, Young Doug Trio, because that makes like my Heatran hard to swap in against these two, which is one of my best swap ins against it. Kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna lead Tapu Fini in case he leads Chansey, just so I can get the taunt off because I don't want any rocks on my side of the field. So I have a taunt, my friend. I could see him hard swapping into Tapu Koko, but I doubt if I was playing his thing, I might swap hard into Tapu Koko, but considering how much of a stall team he's playing here, I don't know if he will. He might just stay in his Stealth Rock just to try and like spite me. Because like he's playing 3 stall and then Doug Trio for trapping like Heatran and like Raikou and stuff like that, so yeah. Raikou doesn't really do that much in this matchup. Heatran does a lot more, to be completely honest with you, because it traps in like these 3 mons with the Magma Storm. Looking at his team, he's probably Scarf Dougie, not Focus Sash, so I don't expect him to just directly swap it in, which is good for me. I'm just gonna hard swap into Scizor here because I know he can't Thunder Wave or anything like that because of the Misty Terrain. He can't set up Stealth Rock, so I'm in a good position here. I'm just gonna U-turn here, having him swap in the Skarmory here. I'm gonna bring in the Heatran, and I'm going to double swap out here into my Landorus as he brings in the Doug Trio. Perfect. I'm just gonna Stealth Rock up here. No reason not to, because now when this Doug Trio comes in, we know even if it's a whatchamacallit, even if it's a Sash variant, then we know that it's broken. Most likely he brought this in here to defog, which I guess works for us in the same position. Yeah, the Doug Trio is really a problem. I need to get rid of that thing like ASAP. So I'll just bring Heatran in again, and this time I'm just gonna Magma Storm. Yep, perfect. Okay. Let me harden the Tapu Fini here. He's just down to Seismic Toss. Alright, sounds good to me. I'm going to double into Mega Gallade here on the Seismic Toss. And then I'm just going to hit something up with a... I just want to hit him with a Zen. Or is he going to go into this and I should close combat? I'll Mega Evolve in close combat. Because he's probably going to bring in the Skarmory. Because like it doesn't make sense to bring in Clefable when you probably have defensive as fuck Skarmory. I'm just going to SD here. Because he's most likely going to Roost. Yeah. That's fine. Because looking at his team, he's not offensive. He's not offensive Skarmory. He doesn't have like a offensive move. Most likely he has Spikes and Whirlwind. So I'm not really worried about this Pokemon in particular. I just want this thing low, or we can crit it and kill it immediately. Deleted, 99%. Fuck yo, sturdy boy. Do I just Zen here? Like I don't mind Zenning here, but like I'm worried that I won't have anything to kill Chansey, which kind of sucks. I think we just go Heatran. If he doubles into Dugtrio, that's actually like the greatest bait of all time. I like to swap the Tapu Fini here just to put the pressure on the Dugtrio, but then like at the end of the day, like why? I'm just gonna bring in Landorus here in case he just hards Dugtrio, so then I can get my rocks up now. 100% rocks are gonna stay up. He just Toxics, which is kind of interesting. Alright then. I'm just gonna U-turn out here because most likely he'll swap, but if he doesn't, then that's fine. Actually, just reversals. Okay. Takes Rocky Helmet damage and that damage. So now he is on a timer. I'm gonna bring in the young Banded Sizzler here because we know we can Bullet Punch this boy to the next dimension. Clefable doesn't swap in, neither does Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko doesn't swap in because of rocks, then it gets 2 KO'd. Okay. He's just a wild out savage and thinks that he can swap in to Banded Sizzler. You crazy? Boy. Yeah, and then he just forfeits. Okay, that's not a swapping. That's not a swapping because the rocks are up. Yeah, no. The rocks are up, so even if he was like a bulkier variant, then he wasn't swapping in regardless. Crocodile is worrisome. I don't like Crocodile. I don't like Crocodile. Luckily, I do have like a Flying Mon in the young Landorus, which is nice. So he can't just like Banded, Moxie, Earthquake me. Okay. So I like the Mega Gallade to put the pressure on the Mega Venusaur. The Latios is a little bit interesting because it does put a lot of pressure on my team, even though I do have 2 Steel types and a Fairy type. It's still a lot of pressure because like Surf, well, like he can't touch this, but like he has a Heatran of his own, so yeah. And then he has like this to just like swap out 100% of the time against it, which sucks. What do we lead off with? See my opponent leading off with Keldeo. I'm gonna lead off. Okay, he just leads off with Salad of Death. Salad of Death. Heatran, my boy. Come here. Because most likely Salad, like, these things don't run anything to hit this. Like, HP Ground does not exist on these Pokemon. Because they run Giga Drain, Synthesis, Sludge Bomb, and like Leech Seed. Gonna Earth Power here. Just scouting for the Heatran swap. Actually brings in this, which is a good swap. But Keldeo 100% gets walled by this unless he specs Hydro Pump. He's actually HP Electric, which is cool. I'm going to hard swap into Mega Gallade here on the swap to Venusaur just to put the pressure on him. Because there's no way he Hydro Pumps here. Yeah. So yeah, I figured most likely he'd swap into this. So I think what I do here is I just SD. Because he's going to bring in the Skarmory. We saw how much that damage that did to the other one before. We're just going to close combat here. Put this thing down to 18%. Jesus Christ. Mega Gallade, you are a savage. Whirlwind. Okay, that's fine. That's actually fine too. Well, an HP Ice from this kill. I don't know. Let's find out. Landorus T. Defensive. Skarmory. Fizz Def. HP Ice does 16 to 19%. Ooh, it's a roll. We're gonna take the roll. We got it. Ah, fuck that Skarmory. It's out of here. Sizzler goes in. Sizzler goes in. Sizzler goes in. HP electric, which is weird. I don't like that. Stop being HP electric. Where are you HP grass? No, you're HP electric. Hydro pump. Ah. Delicious. He's deadly specs as well. I think. Yeah, he specs. Yeah, I just like Moonblast here. The reason I like Moonblast here is because most likely he's gonna stay in because like he saw the swap that I made to the Venusaur in the last time, and even if he brings Scizor in, or even if he brings it in, I just hard swap into Scizor here or Heatran. Most likely Heatran because like he might HP Fire predicting that. Actually, no. I could bring in Scizor there just because like he won't HP Fire seeing that I brought in Heatran last time, so that'd be fine. Yeah. So the same situation applies here. He might just Synthesis or Giga Drain. I'm gonna bring this in, and then I'm just gonna U-turn out because it puts pressure on everything. The Heatran still takes a decent amount of damage. Actually, do I want to be the guy? Oh, interesting. Okay, he can't kill me. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. For some reason I thought I was Mega. Wait, what? Why is this you're swapping? Hello? 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 What planet am I on right now? Let's see here. I'm just gonna Zen. Actually, wait, am I gonna Zen? I'm just gonna Ice Punch because... Okay, that comes in as well. But I was figuring that he might, on the Zen, I figured he might swap into the Crocodile as well, which I think probably was a decenter, or was a better swap overall. I'm just gonna bring in Scizor here because I know that I can take a Draco or a Psyshock, which does not literally no damage to me. And I can just fire off a Bullet Punch because I know I'll outspeed with that. Okay. Forcing him into this. Takes a nice 10%. He's left over, so we know he's not Scarf. He's not going to be the Bloom Doom variant. So I'm happy with that. I think my best option here is just go into Tapu Fini. I was thinking about Landorus, but Landorus puts good pressure on the Crocodile. Crocodile. I like Crocorock. Crocorock. He just puts down. Okay. He just puts down an Earthquake. I'm gonna hard into Landorus here because it will outspeed the Mega Venusaur. Figured you want pressure there. I'm gonna put up my rocks here. Just because we want pressure on the Heatran every time it swaps in to take percentage. Just hard into Latios. Okay. I see you. Yeah. So I just hard into Tapu Fini here because we do have the Landorus to pressure down the... Oh, dang. Okay. Actually did a decent amount of damage. Wait, are you Specs this and Specs Keldeo, or are you Scarf Keldeo? No, you have to be Specs Keldeo based on how much damage it did. This is a lot of damage for Latios. Jesus Christ. Alright. This Pokemon doesn't really help me because, in the end of the day, I think Raikou plus Gallade still beats Keldeo anyway. So that's fine by me. Wait, how much? Actually, what percentage are you at? 2%? Yeah, you die. Wait, you die rocks anyway, so this is fine. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. I just bring in Scizor here and I U-turn out because he's gonna bring in that and okay, interesting. I don't know why this is your swap in, but I'll just U-turn this, and I think this actually dies. How much did it do before? Actually, we'll see right here. Yeah, it just dies. So I was pretty sure it did 40% before, but I'm not 100% sure how much it did before. But oh well, that's fine. So what's my best overall option to face off against that? I think Raikou's a decent option. Because it doesn't really do much against any of these three, but it gives me a good switch option. So if he brings in the Heatran, I can just Volt Switch out into like a better Mon. If he brings in this, I think I just live a Draco anyway. And we outspeed anyway, so he's not Scarfed. He's actually... Is he double Specs? That's kind of weird. So I think we just Volt Switch out here into our own Heatran, because Heatran doesn't really pressure down Crocodile anyway. So that's fine. If he wants to Earth Power here, that doesn't worry me. He actually Fire Blast, giving me the Flash Fire boost, so that's fine. It's a free swap. We just Earth Power here because it hits both Mons. Even if he Earth Powers me. Okay, he's just locking himself into... Wait. Why? Is he just... Okay, he's just giving up at this point. That's fine. Alright, and then the swap 100% of the time is just to go into Landorus here. Because he has to lock himself into Stone Edge, most likely, yeah. Because he can't lock himself into Earthquake, because I have a Landorus, like I said at the beginning of the match. It was good that I had Landorus as a flying mon, so I was really happy about that. That's perfect. Okay, so we'll do one more, and then we'll end off this episode. So this has actually been a pretty successful episode. I'm happy about it. Mega Gallade plus Bandit Scizor is going in. Ooh, okay. I actually have a team pretty close to this team, I think, except for Mawa. Actually, you guys saw it. So, like, very similar to this team, except instead of this, I think I have, like, I have a Magirna, and then I'm trying to remember what the other mon is instead of this, but yeah. I have a very similar team to this, but not quite this. But I do like the Tangrowth Mew core. It's one of the best cores right now in the game. Why is my, like, best lead Heatran? Like, overall, like, it 6-0s. Well, it isn't 6-0, like 5-0s his team. But, like, Greninja kind of worries me. Like, this obviously, like, is worrisome in its own right, but, like, I have this. And I have this as well, with HP Ice. Specifically for that. Oh, actually, for more for Landorus's, other than that. But, yeah, but puts good pressure on that as well. What are we going to lead with here? This puts good pressure on everything, right? Alright, let's start that timer up. So he leads off with the Mew here. Oh, he's definitely faster than me. I don't like that. I'm just going to hard swap into this because I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp. He's actually just going to knock off. Huh. Alright, ballsy play. I'm just going to Magma Storm here just to get pressure off. Alright. Zygarde is going to take a nice amount of chunk of damage there. Very nice. I'm just going to go into Tapu Fini here. Has 8,000 arrows, that's perfectly fine by me. Moonblast is my play, because it puts pressure on the Tangrowth that might come in. Okay, not quite. Huh. Actually, so wait. Am I just free to go into Scizor here, because he can't Willow now, because my Mr. Train's up? I think so. So he does knock off my Choice Band, which is good, I guess, in the same sense. I'm just going to U-turn out here. Because even so, we're still Technician boosted. And we're still going to put a lot of damage on. I didn't figure he'd knock off twice in a row. But, you know, to each their own. He's Rocky Helmet Tangrowth. We will outspeed him with this, though. So that's good. And I can just pop up another Magnastorm. Put pressure on his entire team. If he wants to bring in Zygarde again, that's fine. Okay, Greninja's going to take a good amount. There we go. I like that damage. Now he's basically down to 50%, which puts, like, a lot of things in Bullet Punch range. Fantastic. I like it a lot. I'm just going to bring in Tapu Fini here. No reason not to. Like, that just eats that for dinner, breakfast, lunch! Moonblast again. Nice damage. Oof! Hefty damage. Let's go. So I think my swap in here is actually to bring in Scizor, because I don't want to get Earthquakes. Actually, just Giga Drains. Interesting play. Alright, U-turn is always the play here. Holy shit, they did a lot of damage. Alright, bring in Heatran here. HP Fire actually gives me the boost. The boost! And now I think this actually dies if he comes in to that, so most likely he's going to bring in the Zygarde again. Or he brings in the Mew here. Either way, something is taking a lot of damage to this Flash Fire boosted young Magma Storm. I didn't figure he'd actually do that. I thought he might Earthquake, which I was a little worried about, but that's fine. Just bring in the Mew. Nice damage. Look at all that. Juicy damage on a Mew. Alright, he is trapped in here with me, so I can just Magma Storm again. Because it'll do 39% plus the damage there. We'll put it down pretty low. He could soft boiled up here, which is probably his play to do. I could see him knockoffing as well. But I think soft boiled is probably... No, actually, wait. Knockoff is probably his play just because if he knocks off here, I stop getting leftovers recovery. Oh, no, wait, he knocked it off before. That's right. Or you're just in an overall shit position everywhere. So I think he just has to soft boil, right? Just keep soft boiling up. That's kind of like the weird thing about Mew right now in the meta is that it's such like a counterplay to everything, but like when you're a defensive Mew, you don't really do much. So it's just like if you're not countering a Lopunny, Mega Medicham, or like something directly, like maybe like a Venusaur, if you have like Taunt on your Mew or something like that, then like Mew just kind of sits there for a long time, and it slows down the meta, which is kind of rude in its own aspect. But like Mew is just a phenomenal Pokemon just because like of his versatility. We actually miss our Magma Storm, which is super unfortunate because he soft builds up and we don't get the damage pressure on him. That sucks. That really sucks. Actually, like, cause now we just sit here forever. I'm just gonna Toxic it, cause like it's not coming back to me and I'm not worried about it. He just knocks off anyway, even though like I don't have leftovers anymore. I'll just Magma Storm, cause like he's trapped in here with me. So like the Toxic plus this is just gonna rack up over time anyway. Yeah, Toxic is a good counterplay to it. So I like that. Just keep hitting this boy with Magma Storms. Whew, that hefty damage. Alright, there we go. He's actually freed from it this turn, so he might swap. Oh, he doesn't swap. He's gonna soft boiled here. No, he actually Will-O-Wisp. Why? Alright, well, you die this turn anyway. Okay, sure, sounds good to me. We bring in the Landorus here just to get the attack drop off on him, and I like the HP Ice here, because even if like he brings in the Greninja, I still have Tapu Fini. That's why I didn't bring it in, because Tapu Fini needs to be a little bit more like above 50% just so that I can pressure down a Choice Specs Greninja with Hydro Pump. Actually brings this in. I thought about Earthquaking just specifically for the swap, but I advised against it. We're gonna bring Heatran in here. What? Okay, Guardian of Alola. Brings me down to 75%. Okay. Well, that's fine. Alright. So if you want to catch this Bullet Punch and get deleted, that's fine by me. Actually, he doesn't get deleted. Feels. It's actually HP Fire Tapu Koko as well as being HP Fire Tangrowth. Okay, interesting. I can respect it, I guess. So let's see here. I like the Shadow Ball play. He actually Nature's Madness. Okay. I was thinking about Thunderbolting, but like I don't want the Zygarde to swap in for free. I want damage on it. Alright, I'm gonna Volt Switch here. And the reason I'm Volt Switching instead of hard swapping into Landorus here, even though he could Sucker Punch me, is because I want the pressure on him to put damage on him and be able to get him before, because like it has Hypercutter before it Mega Evolves, so we can just put the pressure on it now with the Intimidate. He actually play roughs, which is a little unfortunate for him. I'm just gonna Stealth Rock up here because most likely he's gonna swap into Tangrowth. Yeah, and that just lets me U-turn out here. Okay, so let's bring out our Mega Gallade here. I see Giga Drains. Give me just 1 second. I need to open up the door for my sister's dog because it's scratching at the door. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So let's see here. I think we just Mega Evolve an Ice Punch here because it does put the good pressure on, well, everything, I guess. Because he's not Intimidate Mawile anymore, so I'm not super worried about that anymore. I wanted to close combat, but that's not the play. Because we do outspeed this, I'm not really super worried about it. I can't just close combat. He does Sucker Punch, that's fine. Because I 100% live that. But we need to be careful because this is my option to kill Tangrowth. Okay, Hydro Pump. Like I said, this thing needs to be able to swap into that, so that's fine. Okay, and he just forfeits, realizing that without the damage on the top of Finny, that's fine. Alright, perfect! So we won a nice little perfect record there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Mega Gallade plus Bandit Scizor worked out really well. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you did enjoy, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.